So I'm in my workshop this week and I've turned my headstock sideways because I have this piece of walnut here. It's 13 inches around and it is 2 inches thick. So I'm planning on making a platter, and I'm also planning on doing some texturing and some coloring, maybe some scorching on this one piece. So I'm going to use my faceplate on that, and I've got my banjo with the banjo extension on the other side of the headstock. Okay, so what I've done so far with this bowl is I've turned the underside, and there was a couple of imperfections in the wood, a couple of cracks, very small ones, maybe 3 or 4 right here, all in this one area. So I put some super glue in there and some accelerator, and there's a little bit of tear out on the end grain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some sanding sealer on the underside and take some really light cuts to hopefully get rid of this tear out and take care of this right here. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to sand it down. Okay, so this is showing you the side profile of the platter. It's 2 inches thick. There's a couple of imperfections that I used CA glue and accelerator to repair. Now with the end grain there's a little bit of tear out, so I'm going to use sanding sealer to coat this and then do a final cut to take care of that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 beads right here on this outside edge while it's mounted like this, and I'm going to scorch those 3 beads, and then I'm going to remove the excess scorching from this edge and the inside edge. Once that's done, then I'm going to turn the bowl around. So I need to finish the underside, do my 3 beads, do my scorching, refinish this edge, then I'm going to turn it around. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do now is put some sealer on it. Now I do like to use shellac as a sealer. And this will soak in the grain, stiffen up the fibers, and then I can get my final cut. Also give you an idea of what the wood looks like when it's finished. So I'm at 600 grit right now. Pretty happy with it so far. Going to continue through the grits down to 1500 grit, and then I'm going to put my beads on this edge on the inside. Okay, so this has now been sanded down to 1500. There's no wax or anything on it right now, just a little bit of oil. I'm going to give it the Beal buffing system treatment as soon as I get my Canuba wax in. It's on order. So now I'm going to go around the front edge and put my my beads right here and do some scorching. Okay, so this does feel unusual to be turning from the back side like this and on the wrong side of the lathe, facing forward and everything. So I'm going to through this up just maybe a couple of inches, and then I'm going to put 2, maybe 3 beads here, but I'm not going to go right to the edge. I'm going to leave a little bit on the edge so that I can then take that edge off to give me a nice crisp edge from the scorched to the unscorched. So I've got my round nose scraper, so I'm going to true this up, and then I have a 1/4 inch beading tool right here. So that should give me some nice beads, and then I'm going to scorch over top of those 2 beads. Now I can go this far as much as doesn't matter, because I'm going to take that off, and again I'm going to take a little off the edge here. So let's true this up. Okay, so now you're seeing my 2 beads. I think I'm just going to go with 2 beads. I'm going to scorch these now, and then once it's scorched, I'm going to remove this very outer edge, and then I'm going to hollow it out. Okay, so there's my scorch complete all the way around. Now it's hard to get a perfectly even scorch with beads because of the I don't know, I guess because of the depth of the valley between the beads. That, and I don't think my new torch is working properly, because it wasn't actually giving me a flame, it was just glowing. So I may have to return that and get another one. But I'm actually pretty happy with this. It didn't crack, and I don't think it's warped any. What I'm going to do is turn off this edge, like I'd mentioned before, and then I'm going to turn it around. Then I'm going to finish it, that edge, and then I'm going to turn it around and hollow it out. Okay, so now I'm at a point where I've got the platter turned around. The scorching is done, the edge is fixed, the back side of the bowl is all done. So now what I am going to do is, well, first of all, I'm going to have a little practice with my texturing tool in the middle here, just to see what kind of patterns I can get. because I've only used it a couple of times before. So I'm going to play with that for a little while. Then I'm going to hollow this out with the intention of having some kind of a swirl pattern in the middle with some gold paint. Now I may make that area about the size of the faceplate that I had on, approximately, so maybe 3 inches of texture in the middle. I'm going to play with it and see what I can come up with, and then I'm going to hollow this bowl out. So I have used this before. This is my Wagner texturing tool. Now you have to lubricate this because there's no bearings, but I'm going to have a play with this, see what I can come up with. Now I like that. You hold the tool at a slight angle, you get this nice swirl effect, which is exactly what I'm looking for. That is the kind of texture finish I'm looking for. You can see the swirl pattern in there. Now this is just a practice run. What I did was, first of all, I had the texture tool flat on the bed and it wasn't the effect I was looking for. So I give it a slight angle, and this is the swirl pattern I got with it, which is very, very nice. I do like that. I do like that. Now I'm going to just play around with it here, see what happens if I put it on its side. I don't know what's going to happen there. I guess that's one way of texturing. Yeah, it's certainly a texture that could be appealing. Okay, so at this stage I've done my hollowing. I had a couple of spots where I put CA glue to fill a couple of small cracks. That's taken care of. And then I'll be on to texturing and finishing. So I'll come back to you when I've sanded and we'll go through the texturing process. Okay, so I've got this piece sanded down to 1500 grit now, and put my tack rag on it, removed all of the dust. Now what I'm going to do is scuff it right back up again with my texture tool, but hopefully just the center couple, 2 or 3 inches. Now again, this is new to me, I haven't done it before. This is a trial, I guess. So we're going to texture a couple of inches, 2 or 3 inches, and then put a score mark to end that with the colour inside. That's the plan. So I haven't actually applied any finish to this inside yet, so I'm going to do that first, apply the colour, and then apply the finish. Now I decided against a stain. I was going to stain it, but I didn't want to lose this dark edge. I wasn't sure, because it's already dark wood. If I make the wood any darker, then I may lose this scorching effect. It's already I'm already not sure that you're going to really notice that much with walnut. So next time I would use a lighter wood, maybe a maple or something like that. Okay, so let's get this texturing done. So let's have a go with this. Pretty happy with that so far. I'm going to do one more, I think. Yep, I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm going to do a score mark right here. Just going to use the tip of my square carbide. Another one right here. Pretty happy with that. Now, that's the texturing done. I'm going to leave this center spot. I actually quite like it, and I'm just going to try to accent that with the gold. Okay, so I have my gold paste and a paper towel, and I'm going to just try to put really a small amount. Just touch it. little look at that. It's coming along nicely. I do need some more though. Okay. Okay, so there's the finished platter, Golden Phoenix. Inspired by Martin Saban Smith and many of his fantastic projects. I'll put a link down below to Martin Saban Smith's page. You should go and check out his work. He's an excellent turner, so props to him. This is inspired by him. Thanks, Martin. Very happy with it. With the scorched rim, I've got 2 beads scorched, and then the texturing inside, and a ring, and then the gold coloring, and then very happy. I think the scorching would be better with a lighter wood, but I'm still happy with it. Okay, so at this point I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. And I just reached over 400 subscribers. So if you're one of those subscribers, I want to thank you very much for sticking around and checking out my videos when I get a chance to release them. And if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I try to post videos every week or so. I appreciate you guys for watching, and thank you very much.